Hi guys, so welcome back to the channel. So on today's video we're going to be talking about the Flextail Tiny Pump 2 and the Aldi version, the Adventure Ridge. So already you can see a slight size difference in height there, and the Aldi version is slightly thicker as well. The hoops are slightly different, and I won't lie, I'd say they're pretty much break even when it comes to weight. I wouldn't say one outweighs the other by a significant amount, to be honest. The Flextail pump is currently retailing at £27 on the Flextail website, but as most of you have probably seen, they've already got a new one out anyway, so most people will probably be buying that one. But what the Aldi one's modelled after is this Flextail Tiny Pump 2, but yeah, this is currently retailing at £27 on the Flextail website. This is currently retailing at £9 or £9.99, I think it is, something like that, at Aldi. I've just got mine from my local Hindley Green store, and there was quite a few there, so you know, if you want the cheaper version, get yourself down Aldi, pick one up. You can't go wrong for £9.99. So with the Flextail Tiny Pump 2, if you've got one, you'll know the on button is there and the charge port is hiding under here. To pump, you double click it, and then for the lamp you just hold it down and it comes on, and it can be bloody bright. Whereas the adventuring pump, your on button's on the top here, so if you double click it, single click it to turn it off, and you can already tell the difference. It sounds different. So I would say the Flextail has definitely got more power in it. These are both fully charged, by the way. I've had them on charge for the last couple of hours. They are both fully charged, and this one sounds like it's already got more. Yeah, you can already tell there's a massive difference there in output. But to turn the light on, hold the on button down for quite some time, to be fair. And if you click it once, it will take you up to 3 different settings, and then it will turn it off. But if I click that now, there's quite a weight on it, to be fair. Whereas this one, boom, not that much of a weight, to be honest. Not that that makes much difference, but you know, it is part and parcel. So we'll see what's bright. Who's got the brightest? Let's have a look. So that's Flextail setting 1. That's roughly around about the same, aren't they? Second setting. Well, I'd say that was slightly brighter, to be honest. Third setting on the Flextail. Third setting on the Adventure. Do you know what? The Aldi version wins that. That is a lot brighter than the Flextail. Again, each to their own. If you want a brighter light, get this one. If you want a bright light that's not too bright, well, it's not as bright as that anyway, get the Flextail one. I don't know if some of you know, but the Flextail has got a hidden little talent to it, whereas the Aldi version hasn't got one. So if you look at the rack in here, nothing. So the Flextail Magique, it's actually got a magnetic bottom to it. I only found that out not that long ago, actually, to be fair. But yeah, that's a nice little hidden trait that the Flextail's got, and this one hasn't. Where are you going to have anything magnetic in your tent? I don't know, but you know, who knows? It's a nice little, you know, if you're running out of storage, boom, done. It is what it is. So we'll run through a few of the specs. So the Adventuring Aldi version has got a battery life of 1300 milliamps per hour. It has an inflation pressure of 4 kPa. So it's not too bad, to be fair. I think the Flextail is going to win this one hands down. Wrong side. Turn it upside down as well. There we go. So the Flextail has got a battery life of 1600 milliamps per hour. So yeah, this has definitely got a better charge on it. Doesn't tell me the inflation pressure on this one, but not being funny, you've heard the difference. This one's definitely got more of a kick to it than what the Aldi version has. So in your bags that you get with it, obviously this is the Flextail one. Not that these are going to make any difference whatsoever. And this is your Aldi one. Your Aldi one is slightly bigger. But inside, again, if you've got a Flextail pump, you'll know this. But you have got all these different adapters. So you've got one there for like your Lidos, or Lilos, sorry I should say, or your inflatable water toy things. You've got the one with the silicone top on it. And then you've got the two that you predominantly need for your airbeds, which are two different sizes. And then it comes with a, just drop one there. It comes with your charger cable. It doesn't come with a plug obviously, because it's a USB, so you just plug it in as you go along, and obviously if you've got a charging block and it's running down a little bit, then you can plug it into that. The Flextail does come with all those. It's the exact like for like. However, some of my Flextail adapters have gone walkies. I think they're on my shelf somewhere, but I'm telling you now, everything that's just come out of that Aldi bag, you get with the Flextail. They're exactly the same, just slightly different shapes. So, so you've got your two big airbed adapters. The only difference there is that they're a bit funkier on the bottom. That's it. So that's the Flextail. That's the Aldi version. The only difference is you've got these little bits here. That's it. I want to get them mixed up. If you want to get really technical, they're just a slightly different shade of orange. But yeah, that's it. They are a like for like, other than the bag being different, obviously, because they've not got the Flextail logo on it. That's it. This bag's ever so slightly bigger, you know. But the proof's in the pudding, because we're going to do a blowing up mat test. So we're going to be testing it on the Trekology UL80. For those who didn't know, that's the Trekology ultralight sleeping mat. I've used it on the Great Glenway. Absolutely great bit of kit. Don't think about using it for winter though, because the R rating on it is horrendous. But spring, summer, comfort wise, it is bang on. Right, so I am going to be timing this. Stopwatch, right, I'll put that there. So we're going to be doing the Flextail Tiny Pump 2 first. So we'll slot it in there, turn it on, now. So that fully pumped, 1 minute 17. I was really hoping it'd do it under a minute, but there you go. So we'll get this deflated and then we'll bring you back on the next one. All right, now we've got the Aldi version. I'm going to time it again. So get that in there, put that in. Alright, 3, 2, 1. Oh dear, I was not expecting that. Now I'm going to deflate that. I'll screenshot this. Now, the only thing I'm going to retry the Flextail, not because I'm a sore loser or anything like that, but I'm going to deflate that, and I'm going to try the Flextail again, because the Flextail, tried pumping that up once after it's been like in its pack for a few weeks. So we're going to do the Flextail again just to double check on that. Right, that's fully deflated. Stopwatch at the ready. Flextail pump back in. 3, 2, 1. Well, viewers, oh dear, that is a substantial difference. I'm actually a little bit shocked with that, to be honest. Yeah, generally have no words for that. That's took me right by surprise. So, as you've just seen by that experiment, the Flextail pumps the Tracology UL80 up around about, the first attempt was 117, the second attempt was 115. That's after the bat's been in storage for about a week, and then after it's been blown up 3 times, and it's still averaging around about 115, 117, whereas this, on its first attempt, did it, was it about 50 seconds? So yeah, not too sure. I would say I'm trying to make up an excuse to say I've had this for about over a year now, but is that really an excuse? You know, near on 30 quid, only just over a year old. Yeah, this is a tenner. A lot of people would call it a cheap knockoff of the Flextail. That's quite a difference, isn't it, really? So make that what you will. Having just seen that, yeah, I'd be more inclined to tell you to go for the Aldi version, to be honest, and save yourself near on 20 quid. You know, again, this isn't knocking Flextail in any way, shape or form, but as you've just witnessed, the Aldi pump does it a hell of a lot quicker. The lights are a lot brighter as well. So all the attachments are exactly the same. So I don't know, I'd probably be more inclined to tell you to get the Aldi one. I really would. The only bonus that this Flextail's got that I can see that the Aldi one hasn't got at the minute is that. So yeah, that's an interesting one. The only thing I can't try is how long the battery life lasts. Again, I'm not going to turn them both on and just let them run to death, because I don't potentially burn out the motor or whatever. So you know, we can only go by what these say, which is, you know, 1600 milliamps per hour for the Flextail and 1300 milliamps an hour for the Aldi version. It's not actually got a name. I just keep calling it Aldi version. Can't call it the Adventure Ridge because that's Aldi's brand of outdoor stuff, is the Adventure Ridge. So I don't know what you'd call it, to be honest. Aldi pump? Don't know. There we have it. The two pumps. You know, like I said, you're probably seeing it on social media a lot of these of late. You know, go to Aldi, get one of these. Obviously, if you've got one of these, you'll know. I was one to judge. I thought, what cheeky buggers, you know, ripping off Flextail, making one of their own. But who knew? Turns out it's actually better. You know. Again, don't judge Flextail in any way, shape or form, because don't forget they have got brand new pump out, which I've not got. So if anyone's got the new pump and can pick up one of these from Aldi for a tenner, then do what I've just done with the new pump and this, and then it'll be interesting to see what the crack is with the newer pump. You know, I'm just going by twinnies, you know, what this is based off. So it'll be interesting to see what this can do up against the brand new Flextail. So if anyone's got the brand new Flextail, please do knock up one of these videos so we can see what the crack is with it. Be interesting to see. But there you have it. Get yourself down to Aldi. Get yourself an Aldi pump. That's it. I'm calling it an Aldi pump. That's it. End of. Get yourself an Aldi pump. $9.99. Can't go wrong. Right, guys. That's me blabbing on with pumps. I'm sure you don't want to sit here for another 5-10 minutes listening to me waffling on about pumps. So I'm going to shut up, and I'll see you on the next one. Cheers, guys. See you later on.